This week, what happened at the Chicago Board of Trade? Well, this is what happened. Wheat futures ended the week a little higher, with December up 5 3/4 cents and March wheat up 5 1/2. That Canadian wheat crop estimate dropped a couple million tons from the last monthly estimate north of the border. Kansas City December wheat up 5 1/4 at 325 1/4. Not much change in corn futures. December down a penny and March corn down a half. Soybeans down again this week, 9 1/4 in the November contract, down 9 3/4 in January, and soybean meal dropped 7 a ton in the October contract, $1.30 in December. Chicago Mercantile Exchange, a two-way market, 10 for the week. October down $1.93, December down $1.35. Hog futures moved high with October up $1. Moved higher though with October up $1.18. December hogs up $1.90, still reacting to that quarterly pig crop report. And frozen pork bellies were up 395 points in February, 385 points in March. And that's it for commodity comments. On Samuelson Says this week, we share with you a bittersweet story, one that's all too familiar this time of the year, where a farm accident causes injury or death that makes it impossible for the farmer to harvest. The upside of the story is the neighbors come and do the job for him. That story unfolded this week around Indiana farmer Tim Alexander. Our U.S. Farm Report colleagues Dave Russell and Max Armstrong started it on our WGN radio show. From there, it was picked up and carried worldwide on radio by Paul Harvey and on television by our friend Hugh Hill at WLS-TV in Chicago.
Agribusiness? You heard Max Armstrong report 1 week ago. Indiana farmer Tim Alexander had been working in his grain bin near Winnemac. He fell from a ladder. Well, he is undergoing surgery right now in Chicago for a spinal injury. But before he went under the anesthetic this morning, they got word to him that 80 of his neighbors have converged on his farm with 40 combines and 30 trucks, and his 800 acres of soybeans will be tended today. And if Tim is not up and about by harvest time, they'll take care of his corn also.
The combines chewing through that Indiana soybean field say simply this: when your neighbor is in need, help him. Tim Alexander, 36, with a wife and 3 children, lies tonight at Northwestern Memorial Hospital in Chicago, paralyzed from a terrible fall from a ladder. Back at his beloved farm near Winnemac, his neighbors are harvesting his beans. Mike Flynn is one of them.
That's one of them things that has always been. Same way grass is green. When your neighbor's in trouble, everybody gets together and helps out.
80 of Tim Alexander's friends brought 40 combines and 30 trucks to his farm near Winnemac, Indiana, to do the harvesting while surgeons in Chicago perform surgery that, at least at this point, leaves Tim Alexander paralyzed from the neck down. It brings up once again that farm accidents do happen to you, not always to the other guy or the other lady. It's a busy time of the year, fatigue sets in and can take its toll. We like to share good neighbor stories, but we don't like the reason for having to share them. Be careful. It's dangerous out there. And that's Samuelson Says, and that's our time for this week on U.S. Farm Report. We'll see you next week.
U.S. Farm Report is brought to you by John Deere.